Have you ever looked at Egypt and wondered why, despite its rich history and resources, it seems to be stuck in a rut? It's frustrating to see such potential go untapped, and many people are asking, what's really holding Egypt back? Today, we're going to explore this question and examine whether Egypt is truly wasting its massive potential. We'll delve into the country's history, its current economic and social strategies, and the implications of these choices. From the construction of the pyramids to the modern-day efforts of urbanization, Egypt has always been a land of great ambition. But with great ambition comes great responsibility, and that's exactly what we're going to discuss today. So let's dive in and find out if Egypt is indeed wasting its massive potential. Egypt's economy has a long and complex history, with various periods of growth and decline. To understand the country's current state, we need to look back at its past and identify the key events that shaped its development. From the early 20th century until the 1950s, Egypt experienced a period of rapid industrialization, driven by its agricultural sector and strategic location. However, this growth was not sustained, and the country faced significant economic challenges in the following decades. One of the main obstacles was the lack of investment in human capital and education, which hindered the development of a skilled workforce. Additionally, the government's focus on state-led development and import substitution led to inefficiencies and corruption. Despite these challenges, Egypt has made significant progress in recent years, with economic reforms aimed at increasing foreign investment and promoting private sector growth. The modern Egyptian state was formed in 1953, after the revolution led by Gamal Abdel Nasser. This period was marked by a strong emphasis on socialism and state-led development, which had a profound impact on the country's economy and demographics. The population of Egypt grew rapidly, and the government struggled to provide basic services such as healthcare and education. This led to a significant brain drain, as many skilled Egyptians emigrated to other countries in search of better opportunities. In the 1970s and 1980s, Egypt's economy was heavily dependent on oil exports, which made it vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices. The government also invested heavily in large-scale infrastructure projects, such as the Aswan Dam, which had significant environmental and social impacts. The Arab Spring of 2011 marked a turning point in Egypt's development, as the country transitioned from an authoritarian regime to a more democratic system. However, this transition was not without its challenges, as the country faced significant political instability and security threats. The current government, led by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, has implemented a series of economic reforms aimed at stimulating growth and promoting private sector investment. These reforms have included measures such as subsidy cuts, tax increases, and the flotation of the Egyptian pound. Despite these efforts, Egypt still faces significant economic challenges, including a large budget deficit, high inflation, and a significant trade imbalance. The country's demographics also pose a challenge, with a rapidly growing population and a high unemployment rate. In recent years, Egypt has made significant investments in infrastructure development, including the construction of new cities, roads, and bridges. The government has also launched initiatives aimed at promoting entrepreneurship and innovation, such as the development of technology parks and incubators. However, these efforts have not been without controversy, as many have criticized the government's approach to development as being overly focused on grand projects rather than addressing the needs of ordinary citizens. Egypt has also made significant progress in terms of human development, with improvements in healthcare, education, and poverty reduction. However, these gains are still fragile, and the country faces significant challenges in terms of inequality and social injustice. The government's approach to development has also been criticized for being overly centralized and top-down, with insufficient input from civil society and local communities. This has led to concerns about the lack of accountability and transparency in the development process. In recent years, Egypt has also faced significant environmental challenges, including water scarcity, air pollution, and the impacts of climate change. The government has launched initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable development, such as the development of renewable energy sources and the implementation of green infrastructure. Despite these efforts, Egypt still faces significant challenges in terms of environmental degradation and pollution, and more needs to be done to address these issues. The development of Egypt's human capital is crucial for the country's future growth and prosperity. The government has launched initiatives aimed at promoting education and skills development, such as the development of vocational training programs and the promotion of science and technology education. However, these efforts still face significant challenges, including a lack of resources, poor infrastructure, and a shortage of skilled teachers. The private sector also has a crucial role to play in Egypt's development, and the government has launched initiatives aimed at promoting entrepreneurship and innovation. These efforts include the development of business incubators, the promotion of e-commerce, and the implementation of policies aimed at reducing bureaucracy and increasing transparency. Despite these efforts, the private sector still faces significant challenges, including a lack of access to finance, inadequate infrastructure, and a complex and often corrupt regulatory environment. To address these challenges, the government needs to adopt a more inclusive and participatory approach to development, one that involves civil society, local communities, and the private sector in the decision-making process. This could involve the establishment of more effective institutions and mechanisms for citizen participation, as well as greater transparency and accountability in the development process. The government also needs to adopt a more sustainable and environmentally friendly approach to development, one that prioritizes the needs of ordinary citizens and promotes social justice and equality. This could involve the development of more effective policies and regulations aimed at protecting the environment, promoting renewable energy, and reducing pollution and waste. Egypt's massive potential is clear, but it's also clear that the country faces significant challenges that need to be addressed. From political instability and economic mismanagement to social issues and environmental degradation, the obstacles are numerous and complex. However, by adopting a more inclusive and participatory approach to development, one that prioritizes the needs of ordinary citizens and promotes social justice and equality, Egypt can unlock its true potential and become a more prosperous and sustainable country. So, what do you think? Is Egypt truly wasting its massive potential? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to learn more about the economies of other countries, be sure to check out our other videos on this topic. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on economic development and growth.